I'm sitting in my parents' garage, and I got a pint of liquor, and I'm halfway through it, and I got my cigarettes, and I'm just smoking like a chimney a little bit, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I get like forced out of my chair by an invisible force of some sort. I don't know what it was because I didn't see anything, but there was nothing I could do. I was forced out of my chair against my free will. So I take like 6-7 steps, because if I didn't, I was going to be dragged, it felt like, because I was being pushed really hard, like it could have thrown me against a wall or something. So I'm moving, and then all of a sudden I get to the edge of the garage, and then from there I fall down. And I didn't fall down though, but like what I mean by that is I was forced down to the ground, and I couldn't like get up. It didn't matter. It was like when I was moving on my feet, I was like, I had like this like what's going on in my head. But then once I got to the ground, I had nothing but fear going on in my head, man. I was in fear mode. And then I'm laying on the ground, and I start rolling back and forth, and I tried to get up, and there was like nothing I could do. So from there, all of a sudden in my head, I hear this "respect our covenant," and I don't even know what covenant meant at the time. And then I'm thinking, well, did I do something? Like what's going on here? Because I believe in God and stuff. So I'm thinking, what am I like outside His will and my ways and walk and stuff? So at that point, I'm just like, I'm laying there, and I'm like going to the left, I'm going to the right, and then all of a sudden I was forced to get on my knees by this invisible force of some sort, and then I threw my shirt off without me even thinking to do it, and then it was just wild, man. And then from there I went right back down onto the ground, and when I was on the ground, I started I was face down without no shirt on and stuff, and then all of a sudden, out of my heart or soul or something, I started saying, "There's hope, there is hope, there is hope, there is hope, there is hope." I just kept repeating that, and it wasn't coming from my mind. I wasn't even thinking of saying anything in that kind of situation, but that's what came out of my mouth, my mouth was moving and saying that's what was coming out of it. So then after that, it was like I'm there. The whole thing probably lasted 30 seconds to a minute and a half. I mean, I'm lying on the ground wondering if this is going to end, and I'm so scared in my head because I don't know what to expect, and then from there, the garage door to the house opens up, and my mom comes out, and she's like, "What's going on out here?" Because I'm like, I didn't say nothing, but she heard what was going on with me from inside the house. I was that loud. So that's what happened to me in the short form. I got a longer form, but it's a slower speed. You'd have to speed it up to listen to it, but I'll put the link to this one.